Welcome to my first ever tutorial based on some feedback in the comments. It sounds like people are interested in the C++ aspect of things, and it sounds like that's not covered a lot on YouTube. So while I was developing this, I actually finished the logic, and when I tried to move over to the UI side of things, I think I discovered a bug in the engine, or at least a bug of transferring from 5.3 preview to 5.3 release. Every time I try to build a C++ class to create a UI instead of doing it with blueprints, it would crash the editor. And it wasn't pointing to anywhere in my code. It was just me trying to create a C++ class using Unreal Engine's built-in scripts to do so, and it was just blowing up the editor. And then from that point forward, every time I tried to compile, it would blow up again. So online in some forums, some people were saying that it had helped them to start a completely new project and then move everything over one by one. And I think, what a better time to start a tutorial. So if people are interested in tutorials, this is the one to start with. I'll put as much in the title, but it's going to be the same project as before, just much more tutorialized and a little bit more in depth. So in the meantime, I'm going to start by opening Unreal Engine. I'm going to start from the very, very beginning, and this might take a few minutes, maybe not. All right, excellent. I'm going to start a blank project, going to be C++, and I can't call it Cubomino again, so let's just call it something similar, like Tetra. Is it Tetra? Tetro. I think it's Tetromino. Tetro Cube. Sure. All right. Good enough. The blank project, C++, Tetro Cube. Sure. Let's go. All right. So this might take a minute or not. Sometimes when I create new projects, it takes a long time, and then other times it doesn't. So I don't know. We'll see. But I am going to start with the UI this time because I want to make sure that it's actually fixed if I create a new blank project. So that's what we're going to do in this one. We're going to start with the UI, and then we're going to go from there. All right. So it opens up in the open world template. Let's speed this up. Yeah, if you're moving using WASD and you use the mouse wheel, you can see up in this corner here, it increases the speed that you move, but it starts at 1. But this is a big, big open world map. So what should I do now? Should I create a new level? Actually no. First things first, let's we'll go into content. I'll add a new folder and let's get some meshes in here. So I already have those open. All right, so these are the meshes that I created before. Just for brevity's sake, I mean, I would do a tutorial on like 3D modeling and stuff, but these are just like blocks and stuff, so it's not really going to be interesting. That can carry over from the previous thing. But what I do want to do is not generate missing collision. Let's see what everything. Force front x-axis. Yeah, sure. We'll convert the scene. Override full name. I'll probably rename them anyway. Material. Yeah, create new materials. That's fine. Translation, rotation, uniform scale. Beautiful. I won't bother with nanite. It's just blocks. Move degenerates. I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what a lot of it is. Normal import method. Yeah, so I think the rest is just good at default. I don't remember having 2 of those, unless I just exported that one twice. Let's go ahead and delete that. I don't really need these materials, I don't think. I think it's just like generic white. I can remove those. Yeah, force delete, I don't care. One, two, three, four, five, six. I missed one? Two, three, seven. Yeah, there should be seven. ZTS, IJL. Oh, I just miscounted. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna rename these to have the static mesh prefix. I think that's I think it's just supposed to be SM underscore. I'm gonna go through and change those now and get these all set up. I don't think I'm actually gonna create the player controller yet. So I'm gonna rename these and I'll be right back. Okay, I renamed all the static meshes to have the SM underscore prefix. But I also have materials in here, so I'm going to create new folders for those. And add a new folder. Materials. New folder. Textures. Okay, so meshes, we'll move the material over to materials, move here. And textures to textures, move here. All right, that's all set. Fantastic. All right, so the next thing I wanted to do was work on the UI, but before I do that, I actually need a blueprints folder. Blueprints. I'm surprised there's not a C++ folder here. I guess it's because there isn't anything yet. So that's fine. We'll have to do that. All right. But like I said, before I work on the UI, I actually need to create a new game mode. And that is over here. I believe it's in world settings. Override world activity. I've missed it. Let me look. Okay, I found it. So I just scrolled too fast. It was down by this default high level of detail. So game mode override. We're going to create a new game mode. Let's go into blueprints, new blueprint class, extend game mode base, and this will be Tetro Cube game mode. All right, wonderful. Oh yeah, I should probably prefix it. Name is BP underscore because it is a blueprint. All right, now in world settings, I can go over, change that. Fantastic. All right, and then we're gonna need, let's add some more folders. We'll need HUD. There will be more blueprints than just one in there. We'll do a new blueprint class, all classes, HUD. So BP underscore Tetro Cube HUD. Wonderful. Back over to world settings. Stick it in there. Game state base, player state. Okay, so that should be enough to get me going with a HUD. The other thing I want to do is let's get rid of Player start, the landscape. Probably just create. Oh, hitting delete didn't let me. You know what? Maybe it's just easier to go to new level. Basic. Create. Don't save. Alright, and then we don't need the floor. Need a player start. Alright, and then we'll file, save current level as. We'll go new folder. Maps, actually, let's rename. Let's call it just levels. All right, we'll call this Cube game. Because there will be a separate level for the menu, I think, and then we'll load into the Tetris-Cube game. All right, so we got a level. That means we got to go back over to world settings. Got to choose our game mode again. Then our HUD. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so content drawer, we're still in HUD. That's good. Go to blueprint class, and then we'll do a user widgets. I will do this in C++, but I do find it is kind of nice to build the layout first and then reparent it. And I think that's a good thing for people to know how to do, is reparenting blueprint classes to C++. So yeah, so that's how we'll do it here. I think it'll be useful. But we'll call this, I don't want to call it HUD because it's not a HUD. So we'll call it Tetris-Cube HUD widgets. All right, fantastic. So let's go over to our HUD here. Where is it? We want to go to settings, event graph. There it is. Okay, so on begin play, to create widgets, will be a BP underscore Tetris-Cube HUD widget. Add to viewport. Again, I'm going to do this in C++ too, but I just want to make sure that it's showing up. Okay, compile, save, so that should all be good. Now let's open the widget itself. We're in the designer. All right, finally we're getting to some content. Okay, so we need panel. We want canvas panel. And then we're going to want overlay. Put it in the top corner at 10, 10, and 10. And then the size, I think I had it set at 350 by 100. So let's zoom in. All right, then I'm going to want an image. Put that on the overlay. Select the image. I want it to fill. No padding. Let's give it you've watched my stuff in the past, you know I kind of like purple on black. Let's do something like this, I think. We'll save it. We'll right click and copy. And then we're going to add another image. This image will also fill out, but this one will have, actually, that might be too big. Let's make it 5. And then this one, we're going to make it completely black. I'm not sure if I should add any alpha. We'll leave it for now. That'll give us a black background, purple border. You know what? Let's take the opacity. We'll give it like 90%. So 0.9. It won't show up on here, but in my testing, it did show up a little bit in the actual game itself. Let's compile and save. Make sure that we're actually getting something. Beautiful. Perfect. All right. So the next step, we'll leave this like this for now. Actually, no. Let's finish this out since we're in here. So the next thing I want to do is vertical boxes. Where is that? Vertical box. That to the overlay, and then I'm going to want 2 vertical boxes inside of it. And then inside these, I'm going to need text. Text and text. Fantastic. Okay, so this vertical box, I want it to be completely filling. This vertical box, I want to hit fill, be completely filled, but I want it to only take 50%. No padding. And then this guy, actually, let's just make it fill. No, that's wrong. I want it centered. Centered, fill, no padding. Perfect. But the color, give it the same purple. All right, well, let's finish the other vertical box first. Fill, 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 and 0.5. Text block, color and opacity. We'll pay. Oh, damn it. Got this text box. Copy. Onto this one again. Paste. Not copy. There we go. And we can center it. Fill. This vertical box. Completely fill. 0.5, 50%, 50%. All right, and then for the shadow, go in here, we'll make you know what we could do? We'll just make this 1. Shadow color, that's what I'm looking for. Paste. Okay, so it's a little off, and then alpha, make it like 0.75 maybe. That's not enough of a contrast. Let's try 0.25. You can't see it at all. 0.5. Yeah, I think that works. All right, so we'll copy that. Paste it over here. See how it looks in game. Might want to adjust that later. Can't really see the drop shadow. Also wondering if I should do some padding, get these text blocks more centered. Push it down. Let's do -10. Oh no. Just the top one. Maybe not that. Maybe the vertical box. Okay, that seems like too much because it's cutting into the actual text block itself. Make it 5. Okay. Take one more look. Okay, so that mouse control thing is just because I don't have a pawn to possess. All right, great. All right. You know, I think I'm going to wrap this up here. I'll start a new video and we'll start converting this stuff into C++. I'll be right back.